Now, I don't want to necessarily alarm you with this video title, but at the same time, I want to check in with you because it's 2024. And if you're still drinking alcohol right now, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind by your competitors in your business. People are going to pass you for promotions, or God forbid, if you're a little bit older and those things aren't as important to you anymore, then you're going to leave everybody else behind instead. Because statistically, alcohol drinkers live shorter lives on average than those that don't drink. And listen, if you want to get into the top 10%, the top 1%, drinking alcohol, you're never going to make it. You will never get into the best shape of your life or the highest fitness levels whilst drinking. Your business will never get to the heights that it could get to if you keep drinking. And your life will not really change that much. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean here, but if you're still drinking alcohol and you're not where you want to be in your life right now, then what the are you doing? But you might say, Leon, I'm functioning. I'm okay. It's not like I'm waking up in the morning and drinking. Well, why did you click on this video then? See, you clicked on this video because you want more for your life. That's it. Nobody stops drinking just for the sake of stopping drinking. I stopped drinking alcohol because I was so afraid of getting to 80, 90, 100 years of age, however old I'm going to be, being on my deathbed, looking back at my life, and then just feeling regret. Feeling guilt and feeling shame, thinking, oh, I could have just done so much more. I could have had such a better quality of life. But I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me when I was drinking, a very disturbing thing, but it really happened. So I need to share it with you because too many people tell me this. They say, Leon, I'm a functioning drinker. Or they say I'm a functioning alcoholic. Oh, and listen, it's not cool to say this. That's not like a badge of honor to wear. It's ridiculous. And I'll explain why in a second. But just before we get into it, if you actually want to access a free video training that shows you how to control your drinking quickly in as little as 48 hours, then click the link in the description, put in your name and email address, and then a new video will start playing that shows you a totally new method to control your drinking quickly. I don't publish this video anywhere else, so if you actually want a full method to getting control of your drinking fast, click the link down below, put in your name and email address. That video will blow you away. But now, let me tell you this messed up story. So, before I was sober Leon, when I was not sober Leon, I went out with someone that I knew, and we met a bunch of other people, and we were all drinking and partying around and messing around and playing pool and whatever. And we were in this, what do you call it? In England, you've got these clubs. They're like these drinking clubs. It's kind of like this old men's kind of group where you need to be a member. Then they've got like snooker tables and pool tables usually. I can't remember what they're called. Like it's like a social club. They used to think they called them con clubs or something. Anyway, pretty weird place for like a 19-year-old to be in, but that place closed quite early. It might have closed at 11, so we went back to somebody's house for this little after party. And I didn't really know these people very well at all. And something happened that scared the living out of me. We got back to this place, we're having a few drinks, whatever, and the owner of the house sat in his chair, and I'm warning you, this isn't a nice thing, but he started smoking something, and he was using a straw, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? And it was. The guy was smoking. You know, I've never seen that before. It's the only time in my life I've ever seen it. And I didn't want to be rude and just run off, so I stayed for maybe 5 more minutes. But he could see the way I was looking at him, and he kind of looked back at me, and I think he could see like the critical stare, because of course I'm going to be shocked seeing that. Listen, when I was drinking, I'm telling you, I just mixed with the wrong people, because I just make the wrong decisions when I drink. But anyway, I remember he looked at me and he said, I'm not addicted to this. Like I only take it on a Friday, maybe a Saturday night, and then that's it. And that stayed with me for a while. Anyway, I was quick to leave. That was it. Never spoke to those people again. Adios. You know, I've known people personally that have died from that drug. That is something that is just like a no-go. But let's just go back to what he said. Leon, I'm not addicted to it. I only take it on a Friday and a Saturday night. What would you think if somebody said that to you? Would you then look at that person and think, yeah, maybe he's all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's stay here. Sounds like a great thing. No, you'd be thinking, what? Are you what? But in that man's mind, he was totally fine. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't really care, but maybe he was okay. Maybe he'd been that way for years. But because it's such a hard drug that does so much damage, we don't see it that way. We see somebody that's clearly got some kind of issue with a hard drug. But I want to show you a graph right now. This graph right now is harm caused by drugs. And look, heroin is there, almost at the top. But what do we see above heroin? We see alcohol. Just look at this graph, for crying out loud. We live in a world where parents will tell their kids the same thing. Yeah, just, have a drink at the end of the day. That's it. And we spend all this time and resources and government, resources on educating children on the dangers of drugs and don't take this and don't take that and, these are going to ruin your life. And then look, at the top of the damn list is alcohol. And that's the drug that you know, in a weird way, I've seen teachers promote it when I went to university and you know, the students were coming in hungover. The teachers were laughing. And it's sad. Just look at that graph. Is that not the most crazy thing you've ever seen? Where parents are telling their children, it's not like I'm addicted to it. Where we're telling children that moderation, you know, it's okay, everything in moderation. But what about all the other drugs? Why not those in moderation? Why this one? It's the same damn thing. You know, I've spoke to people and I've heard it countless times where they'll say, Leon, I don't take drugs. I'm not a drug addict. I've never touched a drug in my life. Yet there they are, drinking alcohol every day. Listen, if you're still drinking alcohol in 2024, wake up. Wake up. It's time to change. It's time to put it behind of you because the life of your dreams lies on the other side of that decision. I promise you that now. You being in the top 10 or 1% of your field, that lies in stopping drinking. You being in the best shape of your life, in better shape than all your friends, that lies in this decision. You being the best leader for your family, in your workplace, whatever, that lies in this decision. Everything that you want lies in the decision to give up alcohol. And listen, if you want help doing it, I am accepting new clients right now in the Sober Clear program. And if you want to book a roadmap call where we'll actually sit on a call together and I'll explain a process and a plan that you could follow to get in control of your drinking quickly, then just click the link in the description and book one of those calls. But listen, just do something.